cloud of secrecy over the headquarters of the Liberals and the NDP, and a cloud of controversy over the head of Scott Andrews.
Yeah. So, I guess, do you think, what does that mean for your chances?
Well, I'd like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but sexual harassment is a very serious allegation, and when you make a joke that is a jovial personality, that reeks of rape culture, and I'm sorry, innocent or not, this man is not fit for public office.
So I was speaking with Ken McDonald. Do you think that, Scott Andrews and Ken McDonald, Scott being a former Liberal, Mr. McDonald being a former mayor of CBS, do you think they're going to split the Liberal vote?
I think it's quite possible now. I mean, we've got pandering by Justin Trudeau sticking his nose into the local candidate's business, so we've got a official Liberal, we've got a former Liberal who thinks like a Liberal. We also have Stephen Harper saying Ches Crosby can't run, so we've got all this interference. However, we've got me, Jennifer McCreed from Strength to Democracy, a party that will not interfere. And I think that gives me a good opportunity to literally get the voice out there, hear what people have to say, and let people know that their ideas and their problems and their solutions will go directly to Ottawa through me without party headquarter interference.
So not a lot of people know about the Strength of Democracy Party. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, Strength and Democracy was conceptualized approximately 1 year ago when one former MP from the NDPs and one from the Bloc Québécois were disgruntled and felt their party leaders were forcing opinions and party stances on them. They didn't feel they were given the opportunity to represent their constituents' best interests, so they left and formed together.
Excellent. So, do they have any sitting MPs right now, or?
We have 2 sitting MPs at the time the writ dropped, which is the same amount that the Greens and the Bloc had. And I think it's unfair that we have not been included in debates. I will say that. Our 2 MPs are very well spoken, kind citizens who care about their districts. They represent regions in Quebec. But the values of the party, I think, cross nationwide. And that's why we're now seeing candidates pop up all over the country.
So, you have yet to file your nomination papers. When will that happen?
Oh, we're getting all the logistics organized. In due course, we'll get the papers filed, and we'll do a big blitz, a big press release thing, and hopefully people will come out and say hello.
So, Scott Andrews is embroiled in scandal in Ottawa. You've got Ken McDonald running for the Liberals, and then the Conservatives will allow Ches Crosby to run, like you said earlier. What is this all going to mean for your chances?
I think it's also worth pointing out that the NDP won't even choose a candidate for another couple of weeks, so contrary to other people's beliefs, they might not be ready either. I think we're looking at a 6-way race, and I'm hoping there'll be a lot of opportunity for open discussion and dialogue, and everyone will seriously get to know the individual candidates. Don't just judge the party as a whole, look at the candidates as well, see which ones answer your questions and which ones don't.
So Jennifer, why the District of Avalon?
The District of Avalon is close to my heart. I spent a lot of time there. I have a lot of friends there. And ultimately, with all this controversy on the go, I think Strength and Democracy is a great fit for Avalon. And I look forward to the opportunity to represent this party.
Perfect.